Ella, I'm back at my dad's in Alabama. Got here last night. The weather is not favorable this morning for going on a hunt. Flood watches, lots of rain. And I did go this afternoon. I saw 9, saw several bucks, nothing I wanted to put my final tag on, several does, but it was hot. It was almost 70 degrees. The deer were moving really late. So if I were to have an opportunity for a shot, it was already way too dark to do a video. But I got an email from a supplier who finally got these in stock. Norma Bondstrike 7mm 165s. I've been waiting a long time to get these in to load. So primary rifles, I have several of these, but this is what I still have at my dad's. That's my Tika 280Ackley improved. That one does have the Brux barrel, and it has the Zeiss scope, the Peak 44 black tooth stock. A lot of people have some issues with the recoil pad. Fine, I personally don't. I think they are an absolute fantastic stock, and I've been well satisfied with them. This is a Bartline barreled 7 PRC, same scope. This is the Bastion stock. Big fan of those. These ride really well in the shooting bag. But back to these bullets. If you have seen any of my other videos, I think it's pretty well established. I'm a massive fan of the Norma Bondstrike. Both the factory ammunition, which has shot extremely well in just about all of my rifles. There was a few. I have I believe it or not, a Tika 30-06 that did not like the factory ammo. Well, the lot number that I have anyway. So I bought 600 of these, 100 per box. And there's the other 3. Those arrived today at my dad's, and I'm really thrilled about that. Primary rifles are likely to be the 280Ackley improved. I don't have 280Ackley improves to load really heavy bullets in. That's what my 7RemMags and my 7 PRCs are for. I think 168 Burgers, 165 Norma Bondstrikes, 155 Terminal Ascents, and that range I think is ideal for 280Ackley improved. So that is the plan with those bullets primarily. I am going to test them in 7 PRC, 7 mag, maybe even my 7mm 08s. I don't know. I do have some factory ammo, Nosler 140 Accubons, that I truly got for, you could say, pennies on the dollar. A guy sold his 7mm 08 rifle and ended up missing it and got a new one some time later, but ultimately he had literally, I think, about 3 cases of that Nosler ammo, and he just had to part with it, and I got it super cheap. Lucky for me, and one of my Tika 708s that I had built, it does shoot extremely well. That's the one with the Brux barrel. It did not shoot well at all through the other Tika with the Ace barrel. However, 280Ackley improved is in the lineup. My 7 PRCs are in the lineup. I took my other one home. I have another Tika 7 PRC with a 26-inch barrel that has a Brux on it, and it is in a stocky stock. And I went ahead and took it home because I already got 2 deer with it. I only got 1 with this, and I have 2 with that. That's the rifle that's in my video where I shot that doe at 560 yards. You just can't see it with an iPhone camera, and I'm sorry about that. I'll probably take the dive and end up getting some better camera work. I bought some stuff for my spotting scope, my Swarovski, to mount my phone to it, but it didn't work out. And I got 2 adapters, and one was slightly too big and one was slightly too tight. And I even put the shims in the one that was too large. It didn't work out too well. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the 7mm Bondstrike for hand loading. That is, to me, I mean, this is it's kind of like Christmas again. You know, I've been waiting looking at these websites for 2.5 years now, and they finally got them in. So we'll see what happens. But I think 280Ackley improved, which, I mean, we all have our opinions on these cartridges, but that is a really neat cartridge. I am so glad I finally did it, and I've got several. Very, very good cartridge. Just right smack dab in the middle. Kind of like Jim at Backfire said, 280Ackley improved would be his favorite, or the 7SAUM, and I think he finally settled on the 7SAUM. The only reason I don't, well, there's a couple reasons. I've never had a 7SAUM. I've never shot a 7SAUM. I think it's a wonderful cartridge. But the old saying is true, you do get one extra round with 280Ackley improved when you're hunting, and none of us ever want those extra rounds, but when you got them, you got them. So that's a bonus of the 280Ackley improved, and you know, Jim says that they're basically the same ballistically. Well, I'll go with that extra shot every time. Every single time. I just will. I think the brass choices are good with the 280Ackley improved as well. I know that you can get the 80G, and that's great, but I like a little bit more choices. And I don't know if Norma is putting out brass for 7SAUM or not. Anyway. All right, there it is. 600 bullets. Norma Bondstrike, 7mm, 165 grain. As soon as hunting season's over, it's time to get busy again. But I'll probably be pretty stale until sometime after March. Got a lot of stuff coming up. Birthdays, wedding anniversary, whole lot of stuff coming up that's gonna keep me occupied until right around mid-March or so. You all have a great evening.